Today I want to talk to you about the importance of preparing for your listing. Now, you are a seller, you have a home you want to sell. Now, it's one of the most important things you can do to get yourself ready to make sure you have a fast sale and sell for the most amount of money. Now, there are a few ways to prepare your property for market. Number one, inspections. You'll want a home inspection. A home inspector is like a general practitioner, and they'll go around and look at all the properties, finding any sort of inefficiencies, any sort of damages, anything that needs to be repaired, and they'll give some suggestions along the way. You'll also want to get a pest inspection. A pest inspector will go look for drywood termites, subterranean termites, wood beetles, and any sort of water damage, and any of the fixtures around the siding of the house. And then you'll probably want to get a sewer or septic inspection as well. Sewer and septic inspections can be one of the biggest systems of a house and can have a fairly expensive repair. Now, you want to get that inspected ahead of time just to give transparency to the buyers and, more importantly, prevent any sort of renegotiation. So why are these inspections so important from preparing for a home? Well, number one, it's going to prevent any sort of renegotiation for the buyer if an offer gets accepted. Number two, it gives a sense of transparency for the buyer so they can see everything ahead of time and understand what they're getting into, not letting their imaginations run wild. And three, it gives you an opportunity to address any of the issues that you found ahead of time, really making sure that you have a clean presentation and the buyers are buying a fantastic and prepared house. Now, when you get all these reports back and you take care of the repairs ahead of time, it really goes a long way to showing the home is well maintained and there's really nothing to worry about, because then the home will have a clean bill of health. Now, if the property or project has too many big repairs and you don't have the finances to take care of those ahead of time or the know-how, that's not a problem. You can also have your agent get quotes on those repairs and include those in the disclosures packet. That way the buyers will be aware ahead of time what they're getting into and the actual cost value associated with it. Beyond inspections, repairing the property is a huge way to prepare to make sure that everything runs smoothly. Number one, you want to fix the issues, or many of them as you can, from the home pest and sewer inspection, making sure you have a clean bill of health for the property. Number two, you want to fix all those little issues that you've known about in the home and kind of became blind to over the years. Oh yeah, that cabinet doesn't work, but it's no big deal. We just kind of prop it up. No, just because you're blind to it, the buyers will not be. They'll walk in, they'll pull that cabinet, it's going to fall off the hinges, and it's going to drive them crazy, and they're going to wonder what else is wrong in this home. So you want to take a proactive approach and get that all addressed ahead of time. Now remember this, cleanliness is key. Cleanliness is key. I cannot stress that enough. Nothing is going to scare away buyers faster than a gross setting. And remember, people experience the room and space with their senses, not just visually, but they smell things as well. So make sure your home smells great. That old carpet can really have some nasty funk to it, especially some old furnitures or things laying around. It can generate smells. So make sure you clean that up as much as possible and make sure it's visually appealing as well as smells good. Finally, in preparing for a listing, really want to focus on updates. Now, great way to cover as much space as possible and clear away as many blemishes and really make something look fantastic is paint. Paint is affordable, it's easy, and it's generally really quick to put on. So paint is one of the best ways to cover as much surface space as possible and really make that home look brand new. The next option is flooring. Flooring upgrades are a great way of even making the most dated home look fresh and brand new. Flooring covers, again, a huge amount of surface area. So with a nice flooring upgrade, you can use something as low end as linoleum or vinyl and as high end as engineered hardwood flooring to really cover as much space as possible and elevate that home, making it feel like people are excited about it. If you have original hardwood floors and it has scratches on it, don't go destroying those hardwood floors. People love the real original hardwood floors, but you can also sand it down, you can restain it, you can reseal it and make it look fresh and new. And really what your buyers are going to want to see is fresh, clean, and appealing. They don't want to see scrapes all over the floors. It's really going to turn them away. Third thing to focus on when you're talking about upgrades, curb appeal, curb appeal, curb appeal. Make sure you cut back and clear away all the debris from the property. Overgrown trees, leaves on the ground. You're going to want to get those trash cans away from the front of the house, tuck them out back so it looks fantastic. It's like giving your home a haircut. So it has a fresh new trim looking good from the outside. Now, curb appeal is a buyer's first impression. So really make sure that when they pull up to that property, they're already falling in love. And finally, Along with any touch-up paint on the exterior of the house, think about replacing the hardware on your front door. It goes a long way. Now, if someone is going in to open the front door and they see a rusty old hardware, they immediately get a preconceived notion that things are going to be wrong inside the house. But a beautiful new front door hardware set is going to go a long way in making everything look beautiful, clean, and updated. Now, the final step in preparing your house is decluttering. Getting rid of all that excess furniture, all that excess storage. You want to make sure everything is open, airy. If people can't walk into the home and actually see the house itself, they are only looking at your things, they're not going to be able to see it. They're not going to walk in, they're not going to be comfortable. So we're going to want to declutter as much as possible. General rule of thumb I like to tell my clients is take 2 out of every 3 things off of the countertop surface areas. Just spread it out. Walk around and look at your furniture and think to yourself, is it helping with the sale? Because if it's not helping with the sale, it's hurting the sale. Move things around. Pull out pieces of furniture that are taking up too much space and really let the property breathe. Get everything spaced. Take down all the personal items. Take down anything that's going to be taking up too much space or doesn't look good. And then one thing I really like to tell my clients, don't be afraid to box everything up that you don't want to keep in the home during the sale and put it in that garage. Stack additional furniture. As long as people can move around the common areas of the home and feel at ease without too much clutter, they're going to be a-okay. When choosing your realtor, make sure you're choosing somebody with experience with listing homes in your area that knows how to prepare a home correctly. So if you've been to a listing, everything was done correctly on the front end, you know you probably have a good candidate. Make sure your realtor actually has experience in dealing with these homes and has seen them through the whole transaction. And make sure it's a good vibe, that the person you're talking to has a good plan on taking your specific home and leading it to the finish line of the sale.
Open houses. Open houses play a pivotal role in the success of the sale of your home. Open houses offer a unique opportunity for potential buyers to experience your home in person. It's more than just pictures online. It's all about creating an emotional connection. Open houses are critical, in my opinion, selling your home. According to the National Association of Realtors, 48% of all buyers used open houses as a source in their home search process. This is almost half of all buyers, so it's really important that you have open houses. Your realtor should host open houses every weekend, but not only that, it's important for them to really create a welcoming environment. You want everyone who walks through that door to feel right at home. I always encourage agents on our team to do a private showing with their clients, as well as have them visit open houses at their own pace and on their own. This actually offers them an opportunity to walk through a home at their own pace without their agent by their side every single step. I have actually personally found this to be extremely effective for my clients. This allows spouses to speak 100% candidly with one another about their feelings towards the home. The increased visibility generated by open houses can lead to more offers. A busy open house can also create a sense of urgency among potential buyers and motivate them to write an offer on your property. So aside from holding open houses every weekend, your agent should also be knocking on every neighbor's door to invite them to the open house. I've seen it firsthand myself. Neighbors attending add a unique touch. They share their enthusiasm and insights about the area with other potential buyers. Neighbors also help foster a sense of community. After all, who knows the neighborhood better than those who call it home? I've seen it firsthand, the effectiveness of neighbors conversing with potential buyers, sharing all the great information that buyers really want to know. They tell buyers all about the wonderful people in the neighborhood, specific neighbors they know, their weekly gatherings, what it's like to raise kids, and how safe it is to live there. They're really the true champions of the neighborhood. So please consider the impactful role open houses can play. They're not just events, they're opportunities to captivate, to inspire, and ultimately secure the perfect match for your property. Be sure to make open houses a strategic tool in expediting and maximizing the sale of your home.
Let's talk about video marketing. The National Association of Realtors states that 80% of consumers watch videos online each week, and half of those users have been influenced by a video to make a decision. A listing video isn't just a virtual tour. It's a key element that can make or break your property's visibility. Imagine your property showcased through compelling video content, engaging prospective buyers and standing out in a sea of static listings. Now let's add another layer, 3D Matterport tours. These immersive experiences allow potential buyers to virtually walk through your property, providing an in-depth view that photos alone can't match. The COVID-19 pandemic brought a huge rise in the amount of virtual showings that take place. It's like an open house accessible to anyone, anytime. The impact of professional photography on property listings. Professional photography is another game changer. High-quality photos capture the essence of your property, making it visually appealing and leaving a lasting impression. In a world where first impressions matter, professional photography sets your listing apart. Let's talk about custom websites. An agent with a dedicated website for your property offers a centralized hub for interested buyers. It's not just a listing, it's a personal showcase that highlights the unique features in your home. Now, picture this scenario. On one side, you have an agent who lists your property with basic photos and a standard description. On the other side, there's an agent leveraging video marketing, 3D Matterport tours, professional photography, and a custom website. The agent embracing these tools is not just selling a property. They're crafting an experience for potential buyers. It's about making your property memorable, shareable, and ultimately more attractive in a competitive market. So, why does it matter to you, the seller? Simply put, it's about maximizing your property's potential. Studies show that listings with video, 3D tours, professional photos, and custom websites attract more attention and ultimately fetch better offers. Potential buyers are drawn to immersive experiences, detailed walkthroughs, and visually appealing presentations. When your agent embraces these tools, it's a signal to prospective buyers that your property is worth their attention. In the competitive world of real estate, the choice is clear. When comparing agents, consider not just who lists your property, but who elevates it through video marketing, 3D Matterport tours, professional photography, and custom websites. Because when it comes to selling your property, these aren't just extras, they're essential tools for success.
A lot of my clients ask me, Jen, is it important to stage your home before it sells? The answer is yes. A National Association of Realtors did a recent study and found that the average staged home sells between 1% to 5% more than a non-staged competitor. 81% of buyers' agents reported that a staged home made it easier for their buyers to visualize the property as their future home. 10% of buyers stated that they were disappointed when viewing a home that was not staged. Not only that, but a staged home will typically sell faster than a home that is not staged. That cuts down on carrying costs and gets sellers their money faster. Staging a vacant unit. If you have a property that has been vacated and is currently empty, it is important to stage. Staging companies have a large inventory of tasteful furniture and decorations. They have smaller furniture to make the rooms feel larger and attractive decorations to elevate your property. When I show buyers property, I love walking through staged homes. The buyers will spend more time in the property and feel at ease. The furniture will give them better dimensions so they can imagine what the home would live like. The staged furniture will also give buyers space to sit and relax at the property. I love it when buyers just sit down and take the home in. The conversation often leads to what it would look like to buy the property. Staged homes encourages buyers to spend more time in the property, and that lends to a better chance of an offer. Staging with your own furniture. When I refer to staging, I don't necessarily mean professionally staged. If you will be living in the home during the sale of property, you don't necessarily need to remove everything and hire a staging company to replace your furniture. Oftentimes, you can work with what you have. The first step in staging with your own furniture is declutter. All of the decorations and personal items around the property, making the house feel like a home, are fantastic, but oftentimes they can clutter a property. Buyers want to envision their own things in your property. By removing personal items, selecting, eliminating items, and opening up the space in the property, you will make property feel larger and inviting. Adding tasteful decorations can really class up any room. For example, that dated bathroom can have a major uplift with a few tasteful decorations, towels, and candles. The idea is to prep your home as if it was appearing in a magazine photo shoot, because the photos and marketing will be broadcast to everyone, and presentation matters. We want the photos to get the buyer in and the staged house to bring an offer. Selling a home is oftentimes the biggest sale of your life. make sure it's a successful one. Talk to your agent about staging a home and making a plan. A good agent will have access to fantastic staging companies or able to make a clear recommendation to properly stage the home with the furniture you have already.